Good. No, I haven't actually. No, it's cool. So this one is one of my first WSL pictures. Obviously looking a lot younger, and yeah, I'd obviously signed for Arsenal. An amazing moment for my career, I guess, to come into the WSL, put the shirt on and start the women's game, really. The WSL that year, it was obviously very different to now. You know, not the biggest crowds, and yeah, there's been a lot of changes, I think, so it's obviously amazing to look back on that time to see just how far we've come. It's been incredible playing with so many different players. I think I was always wanting to soak in as much football knowledge as possible. It made me want to be like them. To be a part of the early days and to now, to see so many changes and improvements in the game, it's just a joy to know that, you know, I played a part in that, and so many others did. I mean, it's also not forgetting the people before us that started off the history of the women's game, that helped that stepping stone for us as well. It was huge, I think, moments like this. I think going to tournaments with the Lionesses, it really changed the women's game, especially this one. We're obviously over in Canada. When we got back, I think you just saw the crowds, the support slowly changing in the women's game, and I think every single tournament the Lionesses have been part of, the game has just grown so much, including the help of obviously the WSL growing, players wanting to come and play in our league. It's been huge with the major tournaments to, I guess, showcase the women's game in England. This one was playing against Sunderland, so obviously I grew up playing for Sunderland before I went to Arsenal. I owe a lot to them, putting me in the right place. Yeah, it's always strange, I think, scoring against an old club that did a lot for you, but another good moment to, I guess, just reflect on how far you've come as a player. This one's a bit stupid looking back now, because the wristband tape that I had, I did actually break a bone in my wrist, and that's why I was wearing it. And then I started scoring a lot of goals wearing it. I kept that on for way too long, and there was nothing wrong with my hand. So I think I just thought, this is ridiculous, Jordan. Like, you're 30 years old, maybe it's time to get it off. A weird superstition, but it helped. This is when we beat Chelsea 5-0. Me and Beth, obviously, we grew up both at Middlesbrough, both at Sunderland, both at Arsenal. We all know that Arsenal want to beat Chelsea, so yeah, the knee slide was, I think, allowed when it got to that many goals. But I actually said to her after, I was like, I'm not doing that again, because it's way too dangerous with you. This was just a game where everything we touched seemed to work, and I just think we found our rhythm then. We also won the league that year. So yeah, it was a really good year for the club. So this one, good and a bad day. I scored a goal, and a little bit later on in that game, I went to run, twisted obviously, not great, and that's when I did my ACL. So yeah, bittersweet moments, because I felt like I was at the top of my game. The start of that season, I think I'd scored like 8 goals in 9 games. Then obviously had to mentally focus on recovery and being away from the squad. But yeah, it doesn't hurt as much, this picture now, to look at, because I just think, you know, I'm still going now, so we still went on to win the league. So it was one of them, yeah, bittersweet moments. First day signing at Villa. Seems like such a long time ago now, I guess. When I obviously wanted to get back with game time and everything like that, Villa was my first choice. I wanted to stay in the WSL, and Villa was the club that I really wanted to go to. I thought they had great signings. I actually signed the same day as Lucy Staniforth as well, so it was a crazy moment where we used to play together 15 years ago, and then it's one big cycle and we're signed for a club on the same day. It just did feel like home straight away, and when you have players that you've known for such a long time, Rachel Daly, Patsy, Lucy Stan, it was just real easy stepping stone really into a new team, because I think you're always nervous coming in that first day and thinking, oh God, I'm a new signing and how's it going to be? I've still got the band there. See, I did keep it for a very long time. This one, such a nice memory for me because it was my first hat-trick in the WSL. I'd always wanted one. And yeah, hit a long-range one, like a really nice pullback from our winger, and just a great moment really, because I think as a midfielder it's not always on the cards to get a hat-trick, but to do that, and I definitely took the ball home, was just a great feeling to score goals as a midfielder and help the team win. It's a nice picture this, because Rach has been a huge part of my journey and career. We were at England youth together, and you know, I know how hard she's worked to get to where she is. It was really easy, I think, coming in and having a striker like her in front of you. I guess I've always been goal orientated on winning trophies. I think with Villa, it's a goal we want to achieve, to win the first trophy in the WSL. You know, we know that it's not an easy journey, but it's also always possible. To get a trophy with Villa would be amazing, and you know, a huge achievement for the club. And you know, I always believe that if you dream it, you can achieve it. So yeah, a trophy with Villa would be nice. To get that many games, it's just an incredible moment for me and my family. This is one moment that I'm super proud of being a part of, and getting that many appearances.